So it all started with me finding an airplane ticket for $63.
Yeah, that's usually how it starts.
Actually, really, it started because we wanted to go visit with our friends, the Dufresnes, in LA when they were making their way from Costa Rica to Bangkok. But I found a $63 plane ticket.
What that means is that we ended up going to LA for 4 days.
I think it was fun.
5 days.
So we decided, why not make it a game? Let's, or maybe I decided that.
Of course, you decided that.
How far could we get on a budget on a trip to LA?
Now, I should say that typically we're not strict budgeters, but we thought it would be fun to just test ourselves to see if we could make a budget work.
In LA?
Yeah.
A place that's not typically known for economy travel.
So we tried to keep ourselves to, what was it, $1,500?
Yeah, all in. Travel, accommodation, food, entertainment.
For 5 days in LA.
So let's see how we did. Ticket was a steal, but there were a few catches that came along with it.
A total of 6 hours in the
6 hours
air.
flying.
And
Some hours.
many hours in the Denver airport.
Many hours in the Denver airport. When I traveled in my early 20s, that kind of a trip was totally doable.
Here we are in our 50s, doing it again.
We're in a different kind of situation.
So we did the best we could to make ourselves comfortable and try to catch some sleep. Some of us were more successful than others.
I will say too, there's comfortable seating in the Denver airport, the area that we were in anyways, so it did make it feasible to sleep.
Yeah, sure. But it was actually pretty cool watching the airport go to sleep at night and then wake up again in the morning. I was really glad when our plane was off the runway and on its way onto LA.
So when you stay in as many short-term rentals as we have over the last few years, there's bound to be some hits and misses. We'll show you what this one is. So first thing when you enter, you will notice some very welcoming messages written in Sharpie on the wall. But I guess you could consider this as like, cool, there's graffiti on the wall. How artsy is that? One of the things I like in decor is when the artwork is hung at eye level. At least someone's eye level. So typically, I like to just test the bed. But in this place, they say no jumping on the furniture. Which, yeah, of course, there's a reason for that.
And it comes complete with most of the appliances you would like. It's got a stove, it's got a microwave, and a coffee maker. And a toaster oven. The coffee maker does work. And like a nice cup of coffee, they provide 1 cup with a crack down the side and it leaks. So you have to drink coffee pretty fast. Coffee.
Another really great feature here is this TV. Great electrical. Again, it adds to the ambiance. It's secure with shoelaces. to the wall, great. It's not going to fall on you. Perfect.
And you have your own indoor plumbing, complete with a shower. I call it a perpetually running shower because it doesn't really turn off. And yeah, the sink, you can brush your teeth and all sorts of fun stuff that you'd find in a typical bathroom. You know, it's nice often to have airflow, but with the current window dressings, they don't really go up and down. So, but they haven't provided ceiling fans. And if you do want to create airflow and have a little bit cool, you just turn on the ceiling fan. Use this one. No. You go outside. So as you sit here with our fridge in the corner,
By the closet.
which is about 10 feet away from the kitchen. So overall, these Airbnb accommodations, budget accommodations are, well,
What do you say? Thumbs up? Highly recommend?
well,
Maybe this one's a miss,
yeah.
but you can't win them all. We came to Knott's Berry Farm. We're very excited about that today. We found a coupon on Groupon for for the admission. Normally, the price fluctuates somewhere between $90 and $150, something like that, for entrance fee. But we got our tickets for $60 for me and $65 for Scott. His includes fountain drinks.
Yeah, I get fountain drinks all day. And so maybe I'll share with Kathy. Yes. Oh yeah, don't tell Knots.
Anyway, so it's quite busy here today. It happens to be a very busy weekend. And so, I don't know, lineups might be long, but I'm excited.
Yep. So
We'll see what we can get up
here
to
we go.
today.
Let's go. I'm a little bit nervous about this ride. This is our first ride of the day, and we're going on a balloon ride. They split Kathy and I up. Kathy's right over there. Here we go. We're going to take a little bit of a tamer ride through the mines on the Calico train.
Yeah, because the lineup's shorter.
Yeah,
Let's get
15 minutes. The Ghost Rider was a 3-hour-long wait.
We're not doing that
We're
one.
not going to do that one today.
We're almost there. I'm getting excited.
just in time. That explosion was going to get us. That was a awesomely fun day.
Scott did some pretty scary rides. I held back a bit, but yeah, I did do some rides. It was very, very busy here, which is to be expected, but it was very fun. I'm really glad that we did do an amusement park on our budget trip.
And so I'd say that's a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's a thumbs up.
Yeah, we did it right this time.
Yeah.
Here we are at Stoner Park in LA, and we stopped here because Chris and Lakai and Jaden are going to do some shredding. And so we were playing chauffeur in our rental car and parked on the side of the street. And the lesson here, budget travelers, is to make sure that you read the parking signs in their entirety. So I saw a parking sign that said parking 4 hours maximum and parked right under the sign. But then if you look just above that sign, it says no parking from 12 till 3 p.m. It's 2:30 right now because they're going to clean the streets. No sooner did we leave, and then we received a ticket for $73 US. So that's a pretty expensive lesson, a little bit hard to take for budget travel. And yeah, I'm definitely going to read traffic signs a lot more thoroughly from now on.
Dude, I've got the munchies.
Part of our bargain vacation travel to California.
The LA area.
Yeah. Includes dining out. And so we are deciding to try the
Iconic
In-N-Out
In-N-Out burger restaurant.
In-N-Out.
Right, move it this way. Yeah.
Move it this way.
There we go. So we'll tell you how it is.
These cross palms behind me are a signature of In-N-Out Burger. If you're in California, at least, and you see cross palms making an X, that's probably a good indication that you're close to an In-N-Out Burger restaurant. Scott's Fun Packs.
Having a cheeseburger. That was a toasty bun and lettuce and a slight bit of tomato. I missed the patty altogether.
Such a vegetarian. I got a gobble burger with cheese and onion and lettuce and tomato. And I've always read about these burgers, but I've never had one. So here goes. My mouth hardly fits around it. The onion is crunchy. The flavor of that comes through. The lettuce, there's lots of it on there. And it's not that wilted, like shredded, prepackaged lettuce. It's a big hunk of lettuce. Tomatoes I don't really care for on burgers, but it's okay. And the patties are, they're thin. It's a fast food restaurant. The patties are a bit thin, but the flavor is there. It's really good. And the cheese is American cheese. So I think it's oozing and gooey all over. Yeah, I'm going to eat now. So how was your meal?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yep. Gourmet burger meal.
Gourmet. It was fine.
It was total
decent.
was $21, and I'm full and satisfied. So I would say a thumbs up.
Sure. Yeah.
So appreciative of the burger.
It was good. It was fine. The lettuce was great. Okay.
Okay. Budget travel adventure time. We're at
Adventure time.
We're at the Santa Monica Pier, and we're going to wander around here. Parking was $15, so
Not so budgety,
too
but
budgety.
not terrible.
Yeah.
So we're just going to take a walk along the boardwalk and see what we can find. It looks like there's a great bunch of shops and food spots, and well, there's the rides, the amusement rides, but it just feels like a fun area.
Yeah. I saw a place that serves hot dogs on the stick.
I saw a place that serves wine. So, okay, let's go explore. I love these old-timey carousels. This one was built in 1916 and it changed hands a few times. It also survived like foreclosure and tragedy. Anyways, in 1987 it became a national icon. It's a very beautiful carousel. This is an arcade, and it kind of reminds me of when we were in Seaside, Oregon on our honeymoon many years ago. It has the same kind of feel as an arcade in that town.
I am Zoltar, the Great Gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
What is your name?
Hunter.
Hunter. Very pleased to meet you. I'm Kathy.
Nice to meet you, Kathy. What's your
And
name?
Scott.
Scott.
Hunter. Nice to meet you, Scott.
Yeah, so this is really cool on the pier. There's the table set up here with a question, and you get to write your answer down to the question. And I'm just interested in what this is all about. So, can you tell me?
So the genesis of this idea was because I work as an ICU nurse. For the longest time, I didn't like to work in the ICU and talk to people because if I got too close to them, more often than not, my experience was that patient was going to die. And so I was doing CPR all the time, getting close to someone, then having to do CPR. Getting close to someone, then having to do CPR. I wanted to stop listening to people and hearing their story.
How does this impact you?
Well, it allows me to reclaim that humanity that I lost. Long story short, I was suffering burnout, but I didn't realize it. But now, retrospectively looking, it's like, yeah, I was burnt out as a nurse, as a human, and this kind of lets me reclaim that. By doing a table like this, it kind of allows me to reclaim that love that I have for listening to people's stories.
This is really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and so you've got, when was the last time you cried? And then you've got the other one.
Is there someone you still think about?
Someone you still think about. Yeah, we'll fill out.
I asked various questions. These are just two of them. I probably asked, I have a Rolodex of questions. I don't know, probably 15 or so.
That's so awesome. Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
As far as amusement stuff in Los Angeles, there's Disneyland, which is a little bit on the pricey side. I think the cost for a day in Disneyland right now is in July is about $235 per person for the day. That's for both parks. That's for both parks. So not necessarily budget friendly. So we came to Santa Monica Pier, and there are rides here. There's a roller coaster, a little bit less of a selection, sure, but you can. There's no entrance fee, and you can select which rides you want to go on and pay for each individual ride.
The roller coaster happens to be $15, so it's not cheap, but
No, but a lot less than $235. You might not see Mickey Mouse. But, yeah.
but it's a cool atmosphere anyways. It's fun to walk around here.
Yeah.
And if you want to go on a couple rides, they're here.
So how did we do?
How did we do? Did we manage to keep it under $1,500? Well, let's put it this way. Let's do a breakdown.
So as far as flights go, the total was $250.
That's for both of us.
Both of us, both ways. So that's there and that.
Yeah, I just want to clarify. We mentioned it was a $63 flight that you found. That was $63 one way for one person. Yeah.
Correct.
So at the end of everything,
It was $250.
I thought you just said 240.
No, $250.
Oh, okay. This is how we budget.
For accommodations, we shared the space. Well, you saw the space with the Dufresnes, and our portion for the time that we were there was $485.
Yep.
Okay.
hmm I think that's all there is to say about that. Entertainment for us really was all about Knott's Berry Farm. So that's where the majority of our budget went. And the total for that was, for both of us, was $125.
As far as the pier, Santa Monica Pier, I would consider that entertainment as well. But it's free. It was free.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Because we didn't go on rides and stuff. People watching is fun.
Now, as far as the transportation goes, there was a bit of a glitch initially. Before we took this trip, we had sought out cost-effective car rental. And we found one, and it was really cost-effective. And it was going to be there for us when we got to LAX, the airport.
But when we landed, got through customs, etc., rental office was closed. And their helpline was closed. Essentially, that rental fell through. And that meant we had to figure out a way to get from the airport to our accommodation. So thanks, Uber. That was an extra $90 charge that we weren't expecting. That was almost the entire amount that would have cost us to rent the car.
To rent the car, yeah. So that was a cost that we weren't expecting. We ended up the next day renting the car. So that we still got our rental, but we had the $90 Uber charge that was added on. And then, of course, the ticket, the parking ticket.
Yeah, the $73 US parking ticket.
An additional cost there that we weren't expecting. What else? Gas.
Yeah, you have to pay for gas in the rental car. That was $50.
So all of the transportation costs that, apart from the Ubers, that we had with the Dufresnes, we shared the cost. Our portion was the amounts that we're telling you.
Yeah. Oh, and then we had to get the Uber back
to the airport. Yeah.
So there was 2 Uber charges in there. Uber's expensive in LA.
It kind of is. All right. The meals category, well, you saw one of the restaurants that we went to.
Really healthy.
Gourmet.
Actually, we did buy some groceries to supplement
the fast food restaurants.
So we did some healthy food.
Yeah. But that was the caliber of restaurant, basically, that we went to for 1 or 2 meals a day.
And often we'd share meals.
Yeah. So all in, food total was $250.
And so the grand total for our budget
is $1,500.
On the nose.
Oh, hang on.
What?
That was $1,500 US.
Oh, yeah.
That we spent.
And we budgeted
$1,500 Canadian. Big difference.
Oops.
Big difference. So really, we did not meet our budget. Not at all. But is a budget trip in LA worth it? I'd break it down again. The food was fine. I could do that for a while.
The accommodations, no.
No, I would not recommend that type of a stay again. The entertainment, absolutely. That was fun. Yep, that was very fun. And doing that on Groupon, for sure, it saved some money and it was worth it. Transportation, well, that was just a big fail all around.
I think that if the rental situation worked out, it would have been fun.
But what about the flight?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. However, going and seeing the Dufresnes was worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. Can we do budget travel? Well,
Not very well.
We'll let you decide. Leave us a comment. Yeah, let us know what you think.
It failed.
Okay.
Basically. That's all they have to say.
Maybe you've got some tips.
Learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
So, if you like this video, you might like this one. And if you feel like binging, here's a whole playlist. Thanks for watching.